Hi everyone. Well, the kids are busy out playing in the water today. Matt and I are headed out to the garden. He's actually already out there. One of the kids got me with the hose. And Matt, what are you busy out here doing?
No one got me with the hose. I'm just sweating.
He's been out here a while. He is busy weeding, but today we are going to be harvesting garlic. Finally. We actually probably should have done it a little while ago, but today's the day. So our garlic was planted on October 8th and today is July 13th. So they've been in just over 9 months. We planted mostly hardneck varieties that had those really delicious scapes. We really like those. And then we did do one variety that was a softneck variety. I can't remember exactly the name of it, something like Inchalum. So I'm going to pull those out first because from what I'm understanding, the softneck are going to be a lot easier to braid, which is what we really want to do with some of it. The hardneck, I've been seeing conflicting stuff looking it up since this is our first year growing garlic. We weren't exactly sure if we can braid it or not. Some people are saying absolutely not. Some people are saying yes, you can. So we're going to try it out and learn for ourselves. So the Inchalum is this row closest to here. I'm using this really sophisticated tool here to dig these up. I don't know what happened to our little trowels and such, but this will work. Huge perk of this Back to Eden garden is how soft the dirt is. I'm just gonna try to dig down and hopefully not mess up the garlic too much in the process. Ooh, it looks really nice. What do you think, Matt?
Looks like
our first garlic bulb. I'd say it's maybe a tad smaller than your average garlic, but not really that much. Although I saw some people were actually washing their garlic off, we're not going to do that because I don't want any chance that we're going to get any yucky stuff in here. I want us to be able to store this best we can. So I'm going to put all the Inchalum in this basket in hopes that we can keep it separated so that we can plant some more next year. So in all the reading I was doing and watching videos and things, I didn't see anyone who had these, it almost looks like an extra garlic bulb on the top of their garlic. And we have quite a few that have this. So I'm curious about that. If anybody knows exactly what this is about, if that's good, bad, or whatnot, will you leave a comment down below? A lot of this Inchalum is really dying back. We were told like 3 or 4 leaves should be dead. From what I understand, every time something's dying back, that's something on the actual garlic bulb that's dying as well. So we don't want that. So now that I've got all this Inchalum, I am probably pronouncing that wrong. So if you know how to pronounce it, you can let me know. But now that I've got all this Inchalum, the softneck garlic bulb, I can tell it looks a lot more farther along than hardneck varieties. But our hardneck varieties are exactly about 3 or 4 leaves each dying back. So I think we are picking that at the perfect time. It is so hot out here. Leroy grabbed me my hat. But the next row of garlic I'm pulling is, I think it's pronounced Medici, like the family? I don't know. It's spelled differently on my bag, but that doesn't mean it's spelled correctly. But this one was that really, really big garlic, as in it only had a couple cloves per bulb, and it had a little bit of a purple tint. So I'm excited to pull these and see if they are as big as the bulbs were when we got them. So I've got the row of that Medici or whatever it's called picked, and some of these were small, but some are quite large, so I'm really excited to get these drying and excited to weigh them. I'm curious to see how much we're going to get. We planted about a ½ pound of each type of garlic and then 1 pound of one of the hardneck varieties. I think it was the chestnut red.
Back up. You were out of frame. I'm sorry. We gotta redo that. Right there, that's good. That's good.
So I ended up with, oh!
Just kidding.
Such a turd. I tried to shake most of the dirt off this garlic. I'm gonna put the softneck right in the house actually, in our mudroom. Our mudroom is not heated, so I'm hoping to put a fan in here so I can get some air circulation, but it's very dry in here. I'm trying to decide which way is going to be less tempting for the kids to grab it, if I have the garlic bulbs this way or the other way, but I really want to try this out, so I'm thinking this is my best bet, and hopefully they just listen.
We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.
So we did have a couple, oops, specifically of this inchulum where the stems were so dead that they broke right off when I was picking it. So I'm going to put this stuff up on top to dry, just so we'll just use this right away. And we are in fact out of fresh garlic. We haven't had any for quite a while. So I'm using the end of, right now I'm using up the end of just a big jar of minced garlic. And then we do have those garlic scapes for garlic powder. So that's been nice. Then you can tell me how to pronounce that. Ooh. Medici? Am I spelling it wrong? Alright. Either way, I'm going to put these bigger ones up here. Some of them are quite small, and some of my rows might have been off, so I might have a few that aren't perfect, but as far as having the correct variety, but I'm hoping that saving some to plant, I'll be close enough. I tried to shake these off in the garden, and then I shook them off again before I came in, but I'm definitely going to be losing a lot of dirt in here, so I think I'll have to be out here vacuuming.
It's just us two, me and you.
So I can't be too sour because Matt is inside making supper after being out most of the day weeding the garden. But he decided he would do some watering while I was up there putting that garlic away, and now I came back down to get the rest of the garlic. Look what he's watering. Everything right next to the garlic, so the garlic is getting soaking wet. So at least I will get cooled down while I'm picking this garlic. I really didn't want to wash it, but apparently I'm going to. So next up is the German hardy garlic. Woo! Getting rained on. This is also a hardneck variety, and what is it? The German extra hardy, as its name implies, is good and hardy for cold places like here in Minnesota. So hopefully this one does really well. It definitely was our tallest garlic, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, this is huge. Look at that. That is definitely the biggest bulb I've pulled so far. It is huge. So cool. Organic garlic we grew ourselves. Alright, the next one I am picking, I don't know the name of it. I need to ask this. The person I got the garlic from said he calls this the champagne of garlic, that it's his absolute favorite, and we did really, really like it. He said to try it fresh and it would probably be hard to grow, and we were able to grow some, albeit it is much smaller than any of the other garlic, so it definitely probably isn't our favorite to grow. Just looking at the plants themselves and the bulbs, how big they are so far, I would say that German hardy garlic has been our best, but I'm excited to get some of this champagne garlic.
So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
So my kind son here, Leroy, offered to help me finish the last 2 rows. This is the chestnut red. We planted 1 pound of it. So I'm excited to see how much we've got. This seems to have done fairly well. And Leroy said the roots are quite deep. So let's get this out. We got it all out. Took most of the afternoon. I think supper's almost ready. But now we have this big, really big open spot in the garden. Leroy said that's going to be so nice to leave that open, and I just laughed because I really was hoping to do some fall planting this year, some cool crops this fall. However, I haven't started anything, and I don't know that I have enough time to. So I don't know if I'll be putting any of that there because I don't think I have time to start it. But I do have a lot of beans I want to plant. Our other bush beans back here aren't even ready to be picked for the first time yet, and I was hoping to plant a whole nother round in there. I have contender bush beans, which I really wanted to plant. We did them last year in the greenhouse. They went really well, and I would like to do them out here. So I think what I will probably do, I'm going to check all my plants. I know I have some celery left to plant, but I think I'm going to put some contender bush beans in here. Get something in here, right? So who knew this herb drying rack would turn into a garlic drying rack? I've got one more basket over there of garlic to get on here. I've got some herbs on the top, and I actually have some of that Norfolk spinach seed that had been drying in the house for a while. It is more than dry, so I'm going to package this up so I can get that last basket on here. Okay, I'm absolutely loving how this turned out. So I am going to leave these dry here. I'm going to set up a fan so we've got some air movement so they don't get yucky. But come back on Thursday, because on Thursday I am going to show you how I'm going to get some of these cleaned up a little bit and, God willing, get some braided. So what's for supper?
Pizza.